Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that I received. The translation of that message, it reads like this: I have become the woman that most of the people hate around the farms where I am working. They say that I am a woman who does not have a good heart, who is ruthless, someone who is arrogant. But I was taught by my own mom. She used to be a cook. She was working on a farm as well. And just like what my mom used to do, I do run this farm as if it is mine. And it makes me to be very proud. Yeah, I know that most of the people, what they say about me, it is not wrong at all. But some people, you can judge them because you do not understand how they got there. I used to be a good woman, a good church-going woman. I was just another maid working under a boss who treated me like I was some kind of dad, who treated all of us like we did not even matter. But I then told myself that it was far much better to start going to the Red Garment Church, and I started going to those prophets, and then they started giving me some prayers. When they were giving me these prayers, I saw that they were working. Because when you are working for a black man, it is always a struggle. You do not even know the day that you are going to get paid. And what you would have told each other the moment that you will start working for him, everything will change. So that was the main reason why I thought of going to the Red Garment Prophets Church. And indeed, there is help there. If there is anyone who wants to be assisted in life, try those people. Those people, they will connect you directly with those angels that are quick to respond. You know, God, sometimes he gets too busy for our prayers. But there are other spiritual beings that go before the throne of God, those that are quick to respond to us. I believe that these angels are the ones that work with the Red Garment Prophets. And I want to respect those people. They are so humble and they will assist you. Yes, for a price, indeed they will assist you. That is how I started gaining control at the place where I was working. So much that the family that I was working with at the time I was still in Harare, the kids, they are in the UK. All that I had to do was to collect their names. And fortunate enough, as a maid, you gain access to some private things that belongs to the people that you are working for. So they had this other photo album, you know, those old photo albums that they used to keep in the old days. So I saw that photo album and I took it and I went with it to one of the Red Garment Prophet that I was now in love with. I told him that I wanted the kids there in the UK to buy me something, a big house or anything, since I was taking care of their elderly mother. Then the man started working on those photographs. He did whatever that he did. He only told me that he was going to call upon the spirits so that they can come. Most of the people from my country, they know this prayer. It is called Die Fair. You will be calling the four angels that hold the four winds that blow into the earth. So that man, he then started calling upon those four angels to come. And when they came, he spoke with them. I was not there. And after he had spoken with them in prayer, those four angels, then they went and they spoke with those kids that were in the UK. And all of a sudden, they started giving me favors, buying phones for me, taking my kids to school. But they did not buy me the house that I wanted. All that they did was that they gave me some money, and I have such a very beautiful house there in Mondoro, in the rural areas. They drilled a borehole for me. It's like I brought everything that is in the city back to the villages. So indeed, I saw that prayer, it really works. Then the woman passed away. After the woman had passed away, then the kids said that since they did not have any connection anymore with them, then they wanted to sell the house. So I moved to the farm where I am currently working. So at this farm, to be honest with you, I am now operating as a woman who goes to church and also is using juju charms. I do use this juju to control my boss, because when I started working for my boss, we used to be two maids. So once there is a situation whereby you are two at a house and working as maids, the competition will be for real, and I did not want my boss to mistreat me because I had been winning at the place where I was working previously. So I then started going back to that red garment prophet, and he gave me some charms. These charms, I started using it on the other maid, and then she was fired. After she was fired, that was when I kept on using these charms. So what I do sometimes is that when I want, I can just make my boss to fall sick randomly. He can have headaches, confusion. Sometimes he can have a loss of memory. He cannot even remember what day it is. So he relies a lot on me for everything. There are some times when he asks me about some decisions that he has to make, and I do give him the advice. And I am almost like running this family. I am running his life, and I am the one who makes him to do what I want behind the scenes using the prayers and the charms. So the other workers, indeed, they do notice. They know that I am the one that is controlling the boss, and they have tried so many times to get me fired. I remember that there was this other man who used to talk back to me. He told me in front of everyone that I have been bewitching the boss and I have been bewitching some other people at the farm, and he reminded me that he was a tractor driver and I was just another maid. This man, he did not even last the week. I made sure that the boss fired him, sent him paying even without his last paycheck. The others quickly learned after that. They started avoiding me, and when they have something to say, they do not say it in my face. And what people do not understand is that I am really powerful. Even if I am poor, but I have so much power that I can control what happens at this farm, who gets hired and who does not get hired. Currently, I am working with that red garment prophet because he is looking for a space for him to start his own church, because he wants to get out of that church. So now he said that he wants me to speak with the boss so that he can have his church at this farm. So I have not yet spoken with the boss, but very soon he is going to give me some prayers. Some prayers, once I use them, then the boss is going to agree so that the man can come and start his own church. You know, if you are working in the farm, the competition, it is real. Everyone is always making sure that the boss only loves them. It's like working in the mines. You are always in competition with each other, always trying to get the next person fired. And I did what I did so that I can control my own destiny. And indeed, one can control their own destiny. And I want to advise other people out there to leave their churches and to go to this red garment prophet church. It is like the best church that is recommendable. It was sent to us by God. These are the only true prophets of God. Let us all gather around and let us go to church. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our sister. That was the translation of the message that she sent to us. Strange things indeed they do happen in this world.